He was massacred in 1992. What Alain and Michael didn't know is that Senna had been sharpening his samurai. The checkpoint in Senna's mission was to do to others what has been done to him fourfold. This was the motivational method he would use, reaching for perfection to be shine. Come Donington, Senna says, "Hold my helmet." He said these words with a greater motivation and determination than he had in 1990, and he was ready to prove his legend in pure passion as rain winked at him. Starting from fourth on the grid behind Schumacher, the race starts. Senna is pushed by Michael to the outside, but Senna responds with an absolute throat cut for Michael, diving down the inside. On Wendlinger's bumper already. Gets past Wendlinger from the outside of the track on a dry line, breathing down the Williams next with the 1992 honed samurai ready for the cold slaughter. Not even giving Damon a chance to see his life flash before his eyes, he overtakes him. Then he sees Prost, and he says, "Oh, Prost is mine," and he absolutely massacres him. Everyone who had been slaughtered couldn't go any longer. The race starts at half wet but leaning much more toward wet, as the better line to follow was a lot of the time off the racing line, but it was getting dry very quickly. Senna went on a flat out spurt, once again reunited dancing with rain, growing his gap with the wet tires to possibly stay in front when he pits for slick tires. A dry line formed, Senna comes into the pits. He comes back onto the track just behind Barrichello and Prost. Yes, Barrichello made it up to second place, but this wasn't a problem since Senna was going to easily re-overtake Prost and Barrichello. What happened was Prost went in for slicks, Senna gets in front. Schumacher driving in 6th place, and rain comes back. In communion with Donington, tripping a lot of drivers, messing up strategy, leaving it all up to driver performance. All up to experience, feel, connection with your car, reflexes, technique, skill, and mental state. Prost, thinking it would be smart, goes back onto wet tires, while Schumacher goes into the gravel. Then Damon also shoots into the pit. What does Senna do? Stay out. And for many laps, Senna not only shows his skill in driving in the wet, but also shows his brains and knowledge of this track in the relation to rain in the area, knowing exactly when to pit, knowing how much rain he can handle on the slicks, and when it would be faster to take on wets. He was making the decisions. The team would say box, box. He'd say, "I'll tell you when we're gonna box." Petresi also decided to rather fall for wets instead of potentially falling for rain, and he immediately saw the Legend of Senna overtaking him with slicks.